Hey everybody, this is James Pelton. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I am here today with a bunch of people. So we're going to be talking about a few things that I'm really excited about that I think are really cool. I met Sean, actually it's been probably like almost a year ago, met with Sean, and just want to talk through Crypto Street Academy, what they offer, what they're offering to my audience, a few of the passive income plays that they have. I know you in the audience, you guys love passive income plays, and Crypto Street Academy has a lot of that. So we're going to talk through that. What I need from you in the audience, please hit the like button as we're getting going here. If you have any questions about Crypto Street Academy, just let us know in the comments, any questions, anything you want Sean to talk about. I'll let them kind of do introductions so you kind of know what their wheelhouse is a little bit. But appreciate, always like community-driven conversation. So let us know what you want to talk about. And good morning to all of you who are a part of my community as well. So let's start with some quick introductions. Maybe we'll start with Sean and then work our way around kind of Brady Bunch style. But let's start with Sean. Quick introductions.
James, welcome. Thank you for having us on the call today. Always a pleasure to talk making money with our communities. My name is Sean Kozak. I'm one of the co-founders of Crypto Street Academy. Essentially, James, you and I got touch base over a year ago as we were building out our blockchain expansion. We have an ecosystem of financial companies, right? We have an ecosystem of trading brands, software development arms for financial platforms. Crypto and blockchain just become an expansion to our existing financial exposure. And so I watched you come up, I watched you kind of build a big community and following. And I said, we should collaborate with James. He's got a large community. We've got a large community. Let's add alpha. Let's bring alpha to each other. And I think that's really the topics today is that Crypto Street, we're going to be providing a lot of alpha to James and his community, vice versa. And we've decided to kind of bring James and I together on our alpha teams and, just bring opportunity. We have three main focus points in our schools where we focus on education, trading, and active income. And then we have DeFi and passive income. And that's kind of the cliff notes, right? That's kind of the summary. We'll keep it short, keep it sweet. So I'll pass it over to Ashley here and we'll work our way around.
Great. Thanks, everybody. My name is Ashley Kozak. I'm also the co-owner of Crypto Street, as well as the other companies with Sean. And my role in the company is total operations. So anything involved with how to get involved into Crypto Street, building the websites, all of the resources available in the back end for our community and for our students, as well as staying in touch with updates, finding different alpha for our students, and communicating inside of our private Discord.
Okay, very good. And then we'll go over. Well, let's go. We'll go over to Bren. How about Bren? Welcome to the channel today.
Thanks a lot, James. Pleasure to be here with you and the community and Crypto Street. Myself and Susan Batchelor, who will be speaking in a moment, are business partners, and we collaborated with Sean and Crypto Street over half a year ago on the DeFi passive income side to bring some very powerful, time-tested, battle-tested, reliable, sustainable platforms to the table to help his community diversify and put their capital to work as they make those returns with their active trading and their active income. So we're very excited behind the scenes to be able to dive deeper on that with you and really help people get the inside scoop on it.
Okay. And how about you, Brad?
Hey, Brad here. I work with Sean and Ashley exclusively on helping people get their projects started, finding exchanges, things that they may be struggling with in the community, essentially just crypto support.
He's being very modest, James. Brad is like the crypto Wizard of Oz, right? Like when you work with a lot of people, right? Don't be fooled by the non-video. He is a major, important part of helping customers and helping clients find an easy path to crypto in a difficult space.
That's awesome. Before we go to Susan, can I ask? So when people join Crypto Street Academy, do they have access to Brad? Like
white glove service, hand holding as if like better than any banking institutional industry you've ever seen. I mean, you from the time of logging in to the time of setting up your wallets to the time of, oh shit, I sent my crypto crypto somewhere. Where do I find it? How do I get it back? Like, we've realized that in a very difficult and tech heavy space, not everybody, especially the older generation, knows what's going on. It's very younger centric, and we cater to a global audience. So we have internal support, and it's very hands-on. Yeah.
Okay, very good. So yeah, if you're needing, so a couple things I want to mention. First off, if you're part of my paid community, you get free access to Crypto Street Academy. Okay, so I'm going to be putting that link in the Telegram and in the Discord group. So tremendous, and I'm so thankful to Sean and Ashley for just allowing that for my audience. So again, I do not have someone like Brad on my team who's going to be able to help you work through the blockchain. Like, I don't have time to do that personally. And so I think just a tremendous value there for my paid community. So really, really thankful. That's part of the partnership we're doing is Crypto Street get access to my members only stuff, and my members get access to Crypto Street. So we're kind of just combining these communities a little bit, sharing that alpha, sharing the resources together. Team together, everyone achieves more, right? That's what they say. So awesome. And then last but not least, Susan, welcome to the channel.
Susan here. So my role, Brent said a lot of it, but we collaborate and work together. And really, our priority is partnerships and conversations exactly like we're having here today, and strategic partnerships. And we're very choosy about what we will offer to our carefully culminated audience and community. So we're very particular about testing in the background with our own time, resources, and just experience and knowledge. And then we bring forth specific projects. And that's really what brought us together with Sean and Ashley and Crypto Street, is because we are so strategic about what we choose to work with and offer.
Okay, very good.
Exactly.
So, and just so my community knows, so there's a lot of passive income plays that are part of Crypto Street Academy. That kind of last minute we decided, hey, we're not going to talk about these publicly, but we're going to schedule a separate video just for my members. So this will be anybody from Crypto Street Academy who's coming in, or any of my paid members already. We're going to schedule a separate video to go over specifically the passive income strategies that Bren and Susan have for us. So we're not going to talk about those publicly today. This is mainly just to give you kind of info about Crypto Street, get you into the community. We have a lot of people from my community here, so stay tuned. We'll get that scheduled here right away. So Sean or Ashley or whoever feels like they can answer this question the best, what should someone expect? You kind of went through what Crypto Street offers, but is it crypto, passive income plays? What should someone kind of expect when jumping into Crypto Street Academy?
I can take that. So let's start at the very beginning, right? Let's pretend you don't have any crypto experience in the industry. What is Bitcoin? What is Ethereum? What is all this stuff talking about, right? Everybody starts somewhere, right? Maybe you're advanced. We'll get to that in just a second. But let's say you're starting at square one, right? You need to understand the landscape of the entire industry, not just YouTube, not just influencers, but understanding the dApps, the websites, the exchanges, the fiat onboarding and offboarding, all of the stuff that is involved in the networks, the blockchains, the wallets, the security aspect of the industry. So we realize that, we come from a heavy trading background. Well, you don't go trade stocks unless you learn the stock industry. You don't go trade commodities and futures unless you understand how to trade commodities. You're not going to get involved as a Forex trader unless you're an experienced. You need to learn the foundation. So we said, if we're going to bring in all this yield and all this trading alpha that we do, because I'll get into that in a second, but you have to be able to make sure that you build a house on a strong foundation. You don't want it built on sand or everything's going to fall over, right? No one's going to know what to do when an exchange shuts down. No one's going to know what to do when they send their money somewhere and they don't understand how to track it down. No one's going to understand how to bridge your assets from one chain to another. So there's this huge overhaul of stuff that nobody knows what's going on unless you're experiencing crypto, and everybody has to learn it, right? I mean, James, you could probably speak from experience. When you started, it was a major, major journey to get on board and learn it, right? From the first time you set up a wallet to the first project you ever put coins into, what do you mean bridge my assets from one chain to the next, right? Like, so we had to create an infrastructure. So we built a pillar of the school on foundation. It's like 30 video course It's massive. Like we're talking, you're not going to get through it in a couple days, right? It's a really, really big component to the school. And then on top of that, we realized once you understand the industry, well, there's only two ways to make money, right? You're either going to be actively trading the crypto market, whether you're trading on TradingView or you're trading on an exchange, right? You need to be able to understand how to trade. And that's our wheelhouse. We come from a prop industry, trading funds. We've been in the trading space for over 10 years, right? You can check us. We're fully doxed. And the other side is passive income, right? What about all the people that have jobs or don't have time to sit in front of their screens making money as a trader, but they want to put their money to work, whether that's low yield, medium yield, high yield, low risk, medium, high risk. So we built 3 pillars of the school to cater to the education, to cater to the active traders, and to cater to the passive income yield enthusiasts, as you would speak, right? And the level of I guess you'd say skill that led the trading side, one of our trading instructors manages $100 million fund, right? That's the level of trading experience we bring to the table. We're one of the largest prop trading schools in the business for proprietary traders, right? And you can give you the links to all the other companies so people can do their own due diligence. But on the passive income side, it was more like, okay, well, we see all the rug pulls, right? We see all the DeFi deegans going crazy, making money on the pumps, and then everybody gets their asses handed to them when everybody loses money because nobody makes money long term on some of these projects. All of a sudden, the website goes down, or all of a sudden, what do you mean it was good yield for the first 3 months and then everything stops, right? So, what we did with the passive income side was we said, let's build an alpha team. What does that mean? Well, let's bring in people that have experience in finding projects, researching projects, et cetera, and let's put a vetting process together, right? Let's basically vet them. Let's do our due diligence. The difference between me going to a company and saying, hey, I want to talk to the owners of your company versus some random investor is that I have a team of 20 and I have an infrastructure of 50 to 75,000 investors and traders in my network. When I go to those companies, I say, hey, listen, you want me to talk about your project? You want me to get involved? I have ammunition. I have leverage to go and get the inside information for these people and talk to these people. So just like you, James, you're an influencer in the space, right? When you go to a project, right, you have a little bit of different weight in talking to those people than, say, someone that is just an investor, right? You're going to be able to talk with their executive team. You're going to get some details that are maybe not open to the public to know the risks, to understand what they're really doing and what's really going on. And so that's what we did was we put a process in place where we don't just bring in projects, right? We actually go out and we vet them first. Once they meet our risk tolerance, we then put our own capital into them first. So we become the guinea pigs. We literally become the guinea pigs where we pledge our own capital. Once they meet the vetting process and they check off in our risk tolerance, we prove that we're making a bunch of money first. And then once we can show our performance, then we bring it into the school and we teach the alpha to the community. We do not do it backwards where we try to make a bunch of money on signups and all this stuff. No, we pledge the returns, we show the performance, and then we share the wealth once we've proven that we're actually doing it ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, love it. That's totally my strategy as well. And I think that's maybe what I can bring to the table for Crypto Street is the throughput. I have looked at probably 1,000 different projects, and I put my money in almost all of them, and I've lost money in a lot of them, but there's a few that have kind of made it through the filters where it's like, okay, here's, the 5 or 6 out of the thousands I've looked at. And so that's kind of what I bring to the table. And I think what you guys bring to the table is definitely, I don't do anything on the trading side of things. So can you talk a little bit more about, like, if somebody's coming, like, we'll say from my community, they have no trading experience, what does it take? I mean, can they come into something like Crypto Street Academy and start making money trading in a certain amount of time, or what's kind of that
100%, 100%. So when a trader gets started, there's foundational education that needs to be learned in trading, right? Platform setups, the asset class infrastructure, like building watch lists of coins and separating your watch list into different type of assets, right? And our background comes from active trading, right? Really active trading. Like we're partnered with over 15 proprietary trading firms. We send over 1,000 traders a month to prop firms globally in different asset classes. So people come to us to learn how to trade for banks, essentially. Right. So that's our credibility there. So what we did was we built a school for traders, and we took the same education that we use in all of the commodities schools and the Forex schools and all of the other asset classes that we've already built massive infrastructure around, and we've got so much scale in those industries. And we said we need to bring that into crypto, right? Because crypto is about 5 or 10 years behind the other asset classes. Like you can't go to an exchange and have the same technical aspects that you can on some of these advanced trading platforms in stocks, futures, and Forex, right? You're all limited to TradingView and the exchanges, and TradingView is a great platform and we use them. But the point is that you need to learn the foundation of it. So what we do is we have starter courses for crypto, and then we have foundation lessons on the asset class, and then we have indicators and strategy training videos where we teach you the indicators and the layouts and the workspaces, and we build it all for you, so you don't even have to build it. You can just load them, right? You can just literally load them for you. It took us months to be able to create that. You get access to that. And then what we do is we have strategy deep dive training where we teach you how to scan the markets, how to look for the trades, how to locate them. And we have a Discord where we would post trade alerts in the back end, where we would actually post trade alerts just as a pro bono for traders, so that if you wanted to follow our trades, and we track the performance of that for over a year. I think we have over 80% or 75 to 80% hit rate. And that there's an actual document in the members area you can actually click and see all those trades. So if you want to go actually back and actually take a look at every one of those trades that we took and every one of those trades that are there, they're there for compliance, because we're in a regulated space with all the other companies for stocks, futures, Forex, right? And commodities. So what we do in crypto has to be at the same level of tier, because it's all connected. Our companies are all connected. So when we talk about trading, when we talk about trade alerts or trade strategies, if we're going to show trades, we have to actually show the performance, or else there's no transparency whatsoever, right? So from a starter perspective, if you have trading experience, you'll hit the ground running, no problem. It's a 25 video program with access to a private Discord thread for all of our traders. But if you're new, yeah, it's the best place to start, because we go right from ground one all the way to advanced hedging, to advanced perpetual futures trading. I mean, the sky's the limit. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. And I'm gonna share just a little bit about what's in Crypto Street Academy. I hope this is okay to do, but if I'm showing anything that shouldn't be shown, just go like this real quick, and
we're gonna pull the plug. We're gonna pull the plug on the on-air video.
Yeah, there you go. Pull the plug on the on-air video. But just kind of want to show you what you can get. So there's getting started with the Alpha program. You get some lessons on trading and investing. And then DeFi and yield farming side of things. And then I hope it's okay to show these. I thought these were really cool too.
Yes.
Again, these are things that I don't have as part of my community, so it's really cool just to be able to kind of add these on as value. But you have these calculators, what you need to replace your current income, retirement fund calculator, retirement savings strategy. And then I won't show this for too long because some of this is alpha, but there's lists of all the different exchanges, dexes, tools, social media, news, all sorts of things going on in here. So again, a lot of stuff in here that is not part of what I currently offer. So I think just amazing that we can add this and bring it in as part of what we do. So Susan and Bren, I was wondering, so we're going to do a members only video to talk about the opportunity that you guys are bringing. But can you kind of just hint a little bit at what we're going to be talking about, and entice people a little bit to come to that private video that we'll do with my membership later?
Absolutely. I'll start, and then Bren, if you have anything you want to add to my short elevator pitch, please do chime in. So what we're going to offer is passive. It's absolutely passive, and it's a next generation artificial intelligence system that's advancing all of the time. And the true power in it lies not just in its incredible mechanical ability, but strategic integration of true human insights and the machine precision, which has truly never been done before. In fact, it was just brought up in discussion again a few days ago that outside massive institutions are observing from the outside as to what is happening with this system. and it's never been done anywhere else. And they're trying to figure out how they can get their hands on what we have access to. Bren, go ahead and add.
Yeah, and the mind behind this technology began their journey in 1998, nearly a quarter of a century. They have decades, they're decades ahead of the game compared to their competitors. We're talking multi-billion-dollar pre-IPO valuations already. As Susan said, some huge institutional partnerships lining up to leverage this technology as opposed to trying to recreate the wheel. So this is something that you can tap into for massive leverage. You're leveraging your capital, you're leveraging all that intellectual knowledge that has culminated to create this. So it's something that, as we continue to progress here, continues to improve and be refined. And it's just something that everybody will be very interested in and will want to put to work for them. So.
Yes.
James, I'm gonna step in here for a second because we're dangling the carrot, but we're not really giving too much here, and it's building some hype here. It's building some excitement. I just want to share a reason as to, I know Bren and you know, Susan, you know, you haven't really explained too much details, but I want to give a little more credit to what these two have done for us in terms of the school and their involvement, because when we research projects, what really stood out about working with their team was that they brought an opportunity to Crypto Street that came from an AI trading background. And when I dove into the actual due diligence around their passive income play, before we integrated it into the school, before we brought it in, I went deep into the due diligence of the company and the people behind it and the actual aspect of the trading that is taking place on their infrastructure. And the level of credibility that is backed at an institutional level. I don't even think you could put it in the same category as crypto DeFi. I think it belongs in its own category. Like, it's like you've got all the trading companies and all the PAM companies and all the copy trading infrastructures and all that over here. And then you got crypto DeFi. But then you've got what they're doing. And it's at a major scale in terms of international infrastructure. And we're talking huge credibility between the trading and the AI integration behind it. And the returns have been consistently steady. Like, I mean, we put in capital almost, I don't know when we put in capital, Ashley. Like, how long ago?
When did we do it? In January?
Maybe January. They've been paying out consistent returns since it started, with no issues on regulation, no issues with jurisdiction, no issues with, like, because it's structured properly internationally in an environment that's not going to be basically slapped in the face by everything else that's going on in the crypto world, right? And that, to me, is a powerful asset, because if you're going to put your capital to work, you shouldn't have it at risk, right? Over and above the normal risk of just putting money into any investment. So, you know, Brandon and Susan are kind of our mentors in their environment. They were our sponsors in coming into what we did. And, you know, what's nice is they put together training programs, videos, everything for our members. So when we do the presentation, James, with your community, there'll be a hand-holding experience. I mean, even Susan and Bren are in our Discords, helping our members, asking questions. So everybody that's in your community will be taken care of. We'll make sure of it.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, so I'm excited to talk about that. And you guys understand that, yeah, it's just some stuff that we can't talk about publicly. You notice my spreadsheets now for what I'm in now say Secret Project 1, Secret Project 2, Secret Project 3, because, you know, to stay compliant with regulators and things like that, there's just a lot of stuff that you can't say publicly. And that's why we're going to open it up to my community, do a kind of more of a private call where we're going to talk through some of the details of things like that. So hop into my community, you get access to Crypto Street Academy, and we'll schedule a video right when we're done here. We'll schedule a video to talk about this particular opportunity. It's something that I just got in. Sean's been talking to me about it for a few months. I just got in myself. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but just got in myself. So my community is not familiar with this opportunity. So again, stay tuned for that. So, well, I always like, anything else you guys want to talk about? I always like to end with calls to action, but anything else that you guys want to talk about before I kind of wrap us up here? Sean, anything else from you?
Nothing really. I think maybe the future plans for you and me as teammates on the Alpha side. I know, James, you and I spoke about how, you know, we're always getting broad ideas. We've got a large community. You've got a large community. You're heavily in the crypto space. I think what we could do is we can team up our resources and merge our Alpha and be hosting these on a regular basis internally to our members, on both sides of our infrastructure. But what we can also do too, if there's anybody that has a specific interest in the trading side that is in your community that doesn't have anybody to help them, I can assure you this, we've got live classrooms with instructors. I mean, we have a lot of stuff going on in every asset class. So, if anybody has that request, just put that in the Discords. We can easily reach out to you. We can do an AMA on trading. We can do whatever we want to help everybody out. Just do that. If anybody has, questions on due diligence, right? Like our team. I mean, we have multiple companies. Crypto Street is just one of them. So we have our LinkedIn profiles on the websites. You can go and do all the due diligence on all the websites, our staff and everything. Because like I said, Crypto Street is just one arm of our infrastructure of companies. So, James and I are going to be working together in a very big capacity moving forward. And I don't think there's anything else that needs to be done. I mean, if you want to share your screen, or if you want to basically go over that call to action or whatnot, it's your call. I don't know if that's public access or if that's only for your members, I believe.
Yeah. So can you talk about, for people who aren't in my community, what's the process of getting into Crypto Street Academy? Let's say somebody hates me, but they want to get into Crypto Street Academy. What do they need to do to get in?
I'll let Ashley handle that.
Yeah, absolutely. So first thing they're going to do is they're going to put in their email address here, and then that's going to go, if you want to just click apply now, it's going to bring you to a quick application form. It's going to be a couple questions just so that we can get to know who you are, verify that you're a real person. You do need to verify your phone number and put in a valid email. And then what's going to happen is it's going to hit submit, and it will generate a Calendly link. So you'll be able to book a call with one of our team members and learn if Crypto Street is for you. You'll be able to do a deep dive into the back end. We'll bring you through some of the resources, and you'll actually get to experience the calculator. So the calculator that James was showing about predicting or forecasting what could be your retirement fund or what you need in order to retire or replace your income, we'll actually be able to dive into those with you on the call so that you can have an understanding of what is required or what maybe your goals are, and then how Crypto Street can help.
Awesome. And then if someone's a part of my community, but they want to go through that process with you, is that something we could maybe do as well?
Yeah, I think we could do it. We could set up an AMA because we can help everybody at the same time to show them how to do it. I think that Power by Numbers, because we've got a lot of members that would probably join. You've got a lot of members. Rather than do one-on-ones for everyone that's already a part of the schools, we can do it in a training session. And there's a ton of videos in the members area that already explain it. But I do think we could host an AMA for sure. And we have a form submission too inside the school where if you have projects that you want to know about, but you don't trust them or you don't know what's going on, you can submit them to our risk team, and we will look at them and we will vet the project. And if they're not good, we're going to tell you, stay the hell away. And if they're worthy of our attention, we will go into due diligence and we will reach out and we will touch base with the companies. It's been very, very valuable because we've saved a lot of people a lot of money and a lot of headaches by going through this process and basically checking with us first. I think it really just boils down to, what are you trying to do with your money, right? Like, are you trying to grow it or are you trying to lose it, right? It's that simple, right? And there's risks and everything, but we can minimize the risk by working as a team. When I started in this space, we built Crypto Street because I didn't see anything out there that was doing anything that we needed. This was needed by over 1,000 of our members that were like, hey, I want to get into crypto, but I don't know where to go. So we built it. We built the infrastructure for it. It took us over 1.5 years to build it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So no, this is really cool. I'm working on something called From Degen to Direction. And I think some of your calculators will be a good part of that, because I see a lot of people just kind of throwing money at everything and then hoping something sticks, hoping something's that $1 million play. And I'm just seeing a lot of people lose money and they're not making any progress towards their financial goals. So I'm wanting to kind of help, like, hey, let's stop the degen stuff. Let's focus. What are our actual goals? What are we actually aiming at? And what is going to help us get there? So I think there's going to be a lot of, I hate the word synergy, but there's no better word. I think there's going to be some good synergy and between us getting some of that set up. So
The other thing
Awesome.
I just wanted to mention here, James, is that if somebody does go through the process and fill out the application form on the website, there is a comment box. Just say that you came from James, and then we'll make sure that you get an even bigger discount when you come in. Okay.
There you
We'll take
go.
good care of you.
There you go. Okay, awesome. So calls to action. Again, a marketing guy, love calls to action. First off, if you want to just be part of Crypto Street, but you're not part of my community, I'll shoot you the link to this. You can go ahead and apply here and then schedule a call, go through it that way. If you're in my community, go hop in our Telegram group. I'm going to post a link to get you access to Crypto Street that way. And then stay tuned for a private video with Susan and Bren where we'll go over that passive income opportunity that, again, we can't talk about it publicly, which means it's definitely great, right? If you can't talk about it publicly, that means it's definitely a good one.
What's nice too, James, is inside the members area, once your community, for those of you that are a part of your community and are going to get access through the Telegram group through James's sign up form, anybody that's got any bit of experience or has some experience in crypto is going to go through super easy, because you're not going to need to watch the basic videos. You can just jump right into the trading arm, or you can just jump right into the DeFi arm, and you'll be able to see that there's projects there. You can get involved in them. There's tutorial videos. Like when we onboard a project, it's a big overhaul. We want everybody to go from for on-ramping to sign up to getting involved and then we bring the videos, and there's webinars. Susan and Bren are in there on those videos. So yeah, if you want to jumpstart that process before we have that other that process, you can do that as well. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. And we'll try to get that scheduled ASAP. So just stay tuned. I'll be announcing it to my members. So we will go ahead and wrap up there. Audience, always appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. I think Sean and Ashley, everybody here would agree that you guys are way more important than we are, because we couldn't do what we do unless we had people that watched and had people that joined the community and things like that. So appreciate you guys very much. Again, just want to provide value to you guys, and hopefully this is helpful. And then Sean, Ashley, Bren, Brad, Susan, thank you guys for hopping on here today. Look forward to working more closely with all of you, and look forward to just making money, helping my community make money as well.
Exactly.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
James, thanks for having us, James.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we will talk to you later. Take care.
Cheers.